A guild president must be firm enough to come and command authority, but meek enough to be respectful. Bold in advocacy, but diplomatic in execution. Conscientious enough to make prudent decisions, and charismatic enough to mobilize his constituents. I am Jovaughn Neil, your candidate for guild president. During my tenure as a student leader, I have executed my duties with great dedication and commitment. This time served has helped to advance my development as an individual. Not so much because I've had the ability to ascend the hierarchy in leadership, but more so because I've been provided the opportunity to impact the lives of those I serve in a positive way. Therefore, I will not attempt to fill you with false hopes today, but instead outline to you some of the work that I have been doing and will continue to do to advance student growth and development. Since becoming a part of the Guild Council, as Games Committee Chair, I successfully lobbied for sports to be held in one day, so that more students could participate in the event. I also increased the number of students employed through the Team Initiative program, as well as the salary paid to them. As Vice President, I took a more comprehensive approach to enhancing student welfare at U.W.I. I expanded the Guild Financial Assistance Program to include book grants and transportation allocations for the less fortunate, and even made special concessions for commuting students so that they would not be left out of the process. I secured the U.W.I discount deal with Empire Supermarket for the benefit of all students, as well as to secure employment for students. I have never been too hard to reach, whether by phone or internet. As your president, I will take a more proactive approach to ensuring the advancement of student welfare. Students have become detached from guild activities because we have not included them in our lobbying campaigns. It seems we have forgotten that the guild is not just elected members, but the 15,000 students comprising the campus population. We will therefore reach out to students for feedback on issues, whether they are on campus, national, or region-oriented. Students studying in different fields will be better able to provide intellectual material on issues relating to their fields for publication of press releases. This is necessary for two reasons. The first is that when we make uninformed commentary as your representatives and look stupid, by extension, you look stupid. And secondly, the greater involved you are in advocacy is the greater support you will render when you are invited to attend general guild meetings and when it is time for us to take action. I will also be hosting a series of fora throughout the course of my tenure, in which current affair topics will be discussed. As opposed to previous years, however, the panels will constitute not only established academics, but also postgraduate students, a segment of our population that has been largely neglected where it concerns incorporation into guild activities. These initiatives will improve the external perception of the guild of students. Note, I did not say the Guild Council. For too long have we been referred to as the intellectual ghetto, because we were perceived to care only about hosting fetes and staging protests instead of connecting with the real issues of the nation and the region. On a more internal level, I will be advocating for the implementation of better support systems for the students. I know that the concern to the forefront of all your minds is the impending increase in tuition. Being a realist, I will not mislead you into believing that as Guild President, I will have it reduced. What I will do, however, is to advocate for tuition fees to be increased within a stable margin so that many are not put at a disadvantage. I have already commenced the process of forwarding letters to all heads of departments on campus requesting that students facing financial constraints be provided with employment as a means of covering their tuition as well as day-to-day expenses. I will be lobbying on your behalf to ensure that when the university enters into business contracts with companies, an arrangement is made for a percentage of students to be employed by them. I will also be lobbying for persons to be put in place who are better able to assist students with academic advice in their specific fields. Too often, we visit departments for assistance with academic-related problems and are provided with no real help, or are redirected to other places to be further redirected. Another matter is that of the single escort that transports students within and beyond the parameters of the campus. after 2 a.m. Too often are students forced to wait for extended periods, especially during lead season, because the escort is either off campus or simply cannot hold. As such, I will be lobbying for the security company contracting to provide another vehicle, if even just for the exam periods, when large numbers of students choose to study later at night. As your president, I will continue to advance lobbying efforts started by the outgoing council as it regards the reformation of the Students' Loan Bureau and the insertion of mid-semester break into the second semester. To bring greater clarity to the matter of the Students' Loan Bureau, we will seek to have the organization adjust its policy regarding the number of guarantors needed to secure a loan. This is a matter of concern because the reality is that it is hard enough for a student with financial needs to source one guarantor with collateral, let alone two. The adjustment will not cost the organization any money and should result in an increase in the number of applicants seeking assistance. Finally, I do not know how many of you here today experienced the mid-semester break to understand its importance. This break in the second semester provided students with ample time to prepare for exams as well as to complete coursework. The basis of its revocation was quite contrary, as universities took this decision based on the fact that lecturers wanted more time to submit grades, not because the students had a problem. In my opinion, that's supporting negligence, because if you are being paid to do a job, you should do it. Not have concessions made to accommodate negligence, especially to the detriment of the students. As your president, I will be advocating relentlessly to have you incorporated into the activities of the Guild Council, as well as to ensure that you are provided with adequate representation at the administrative level. I will be spearheading these initiatives for the benefit of all students, especially considering that I am not disconnected from any of the issues to be addressed during my presidency. I will not lie to you by saying that the initiatives will change the system. They will improve it, but most definitely, they will positively impact lives. Too often, candidates come to change. This is why the Guild has not progressed significantly, as with each year, the council changes and new ideas implemented which stifle seeds sown in previous years. Change is a process, not something to be achieved in a year, but over time. Continuity and improvement are necessary for change to be effective. Let me note that I do anticipate some challenges along the way, as leadership is not a bed of roses. But in spite of what is to come, I can assure you that I will be standing right alongside you to provide the support and leadership that is necessary. I therefore ask you to vote for efficient leadership, vote for true representation, vote for experience. We are beyond the years of voting for popularity, friendship, hype, and hall affiliation, which do not provide results favoring you. Your vote is your voice, so ensure that when you go to the polls, vote Jovaughn Neil for your Guild president.